There are many visualizations that you can work with in the chakra nirupana.
Yeah, we're live tonight. It's a brand new view.
Alright guys, here, this is the Muladhara chakra. It has 4 petals, and I've been making presentations on these topics. And it's important that when I do a chakra nirupana, text accurate representation, and it's like a following along of the book. I don't want to rush it. And I'm now at Muladhara. You know, we have 12 petals, and coming up next is Vishuddhi, which has like even more. And it's going to take its sweet time. It's going to take its sweet time, and we're going to get something that's really good, but we're going to do it properly. That I felt wasn't done justice are these main nadis that are mentioned in the very beginning of the text that I made a video about, but it isn't as flashy. I didn't have as many graphics, but you know, meditating on Sushumna is great. Meditating on Vajrini, that's even deeper into the center. Chitrina, now you're starting to see things, and the Brahma Randra is actually extremely potent because you're meditating on something. You know, a lot of people, they just want to work. Oh, I don't want to work Muladhara. You know, I feel safe. You know, first of all, there's a lot more than that in the Muladhara. As you can see, the Kundalini is resting, coiled up. There's a linga with a meaning here. There's a guy trying to spawn in. There's a child creator entity representing that energy within you. There's a very vibrant Shakti known as Dakini. It's the whole compass here with the 8 directions. It's a very, very big thing. Maybe you guys don't know what to do, but still though, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about the Meru and the Sushumna outside, in the space outside of the Meru, and the sun and moon channels here. Look at this. It's done very differently in the chakra nirupanam. And this is Sumeru, the world tree of Hinduism, and it looks like a giant lingam, and then the sun and moon is going around it, and it has this kind of spiral walkway with different worlds and lokas on it. And this is something you're meant to be visualizing behind you. So my guess is that they were sitting under a tree and had their back against a tree or something to help themselves. And then instead of the spiraling nadis, you now have sun and moon as, little balls circling around you. And then the Sushumna is made out of fire, moon, and sun. So the light, all the light that you've seen in your entire life is super important. Then you have a Vajra, the shape of a Vajra inside of you, and Ajna chakra is almost like a Trishula inside of your head. And then you have the Chitrina, which is like a lightsaber, and the Brahmarandra is like a very, very fine thread at the very center of that lightsaber. And then there are, for example, instead of imagining the spiraling going around your spine, you imagine like this datura flower opening up, and then there's a new datura flower opening up, and the datura flower actually has a spiral because it's trumpet shaped. And so there are many visualizations that you can work with in the chakra nirupana, and you just sit there and you do it. And it's way, in my opinion, this one with the Sushumna is new to me, and I actually find it to be way better than to imagining the helix circling around your spine, that you just imagine these flowers opening up. That's something you can try. So try that, guys, and see what happens. And also the Muladhara is pointing down, and it's positioned below the genitals and above the anus. And here you can even look at your own feet and look downwards. Or you can think about the male aspect, not meaning that it is a male, but it's like a energy inside of you, and masculine has traditionally been associated with this energy, and it's the child Brahma, child creator starting a project, of new sun on Elephant King. So, and the Elephant King is like the flow of the earth element. And if you arouse the earth element, then there should be a effect when going to bed at night where you feel like the earth element in this area. And then there's a Shakti, beautiful arms, red-eyed Dakini. There's tons of things and components that you can work with. And then the energy flows in abundance, the earth energy, and their Sanskrit letters, they vibrate and create they vibrate the creation into being, but the reverberations, that's what I'm trying to depict here with these squiggly lines that are emitting from these syllables. It's like reverberating these petals into being, there. And I've seen this around my body one time, and the petals were decorated with reverberations. They weren't just like pure slick crystal. And then in the future, the weather is really nice, but I intend on depicting all the chakras. We're gonna have these cool chakras the way they're described, and that's going to be something that we do very thoroughly. And if we have to wait a little, then we're waiting for something good, right?
So there you have it, everybody, and if you enjoy that mysterious content, you should join, like, subscribe, and get notified.